Jeff Bezos, the man who built Amazon from a small online bookstore into a trillion-dollar empire, is finally speaking out. And what he's saying is shocking. According to him, most of what you've been told about big money is a lie. Today, we're uncovering the truth behind the headlines, the accusations, and what really happens behind closed doors in the world of billionaires. In a rare statement, Bezos responds to critics, journalists, and conspiracy theories. He claims that the public has been misled about wealth, power, and the way billionaires operate. What he reveals could change the way you think about money, success, and the people at the top of the financial world. Bezos emphasizes that big money is not as simple as the media portrays it. Most narratives paint billionaires as either villains or untouchable geniuses. According to him, this is deliberately misleading. The truth, he says, is far more complex and far less sensational. He explains that billions of dollars circulating at the top aren't just about luxury yachts, private jets, or extravagant parties. Much of it is tied up in investments, long-term strategies, and risk management that the public rarely sees. What you hear about stock moves, acquisitions, or sudden wealth is often just the surface of a much deeper system. Bezos also addresses accusations of monopolistic behavior and wealth hoarding. He argues that critics focus on what's visible, while ignoring the economic impact and innovations generated by these investments. While headlines highlight controversies, they often miss the infrastructure, jobs, and services that billion-dollar operations create. He warns viewers that misleading stories about money shape public perception in dangerous ways. The narrative that billionaires are hoarding wealth to manipulate society is, according to him, overly simplistic and often wrong. The real influence is more subtle, involving markets, philanthropy, policy, and strategic investments. Bezos shares examples from his own career, illustrating moments when media narratives were misleading. Deals that appeared controversial often had strategic reasoning behind them. Accusations of exploitation or unfair practices sometimes stemmed from misinterpretation of complex business operations. He stresses the importance of thinking critically about money and power. Don't accept headlines at face value, he says. The truth about wealth is often hidden, and the story you see is rarely the full story. Bezos also touches on philanthropy, noting that billionaires often invest in causes that aren't publicized. While charity news focuses on dramatic donations, much of the work is behind the scenes, long-term, and aimed at systemic change rather than publicity. He concludes with a warning and a challenge. Question what you hear. Dig deeper. Understand that money at this level is not just about personal gain. It's about shaping industries, technology, and society in ways most people will never see. The message is clear. The world of billionaires is more complex than it seems. To understand it, you must look beyond the headlines, the social media outrage, and the simplified narratives. Only then can you grasp what big money really is and how it functions. Jeff Bezos' response is not just a defense of his wealth. It's a call for a deeper understanding of money,
influence, and the hidden mechanisms that drive our economy. It's a perspective few ever hear, but one that could reshape the way we think about success, power, and the financial world. The truth about big money, according to Jeff Bezos, is not glamorous, not always dramatic, and often invisible. But it's real, and it matters more than the stories we are told.